The Last Stand Protocol. Fade in. EXT, Space, Galactic Council Station Omega. A massive ring-shaped station orbits a dying star. Ships from dozens of alien species dock at its ports. The camera moves through the station's corridors, revealing the diversity of galactic civilization. Int. Council Chamber, Day. A circular chamber with tiered seating. Representatives from various alien species sit in ornate chairs. At the center, a holographic display shows star charts marked with red zones. Narrator, VO. For 3,000 years, the Galactic Council maintained peace across 47 star systems. But peace, as humans would say, never lasts forever. Admiral ZTHKR, a towering reptilian with crystalline scales, stands at the podium. His voice resonates with authority and barely contained fear. ZTHKR. Esteemed delegates, the Void Devourers have consumed the Andorian system. 12 billion souls, gone. Their fleet approaches the core worlds. Murmurs of panic ripple through the chamber. Counselor VX, an insectoid with compound eyes, clicks nervously. VX. Our combined fleets couldn't even slow them down. They consume energy itself, our weapons only make them stronger. Ambassador Sarah Chen, the lone human representative, sits quietly in the back corner. She's smaller than most delegates, wearing a simple blue uniform with Earth's insignia. ZTHKR. The mathematics are clear. We have 72 hours before they reach Centauri Prime. I call for the Exodus Protocol. We must evacuate what we can and flee beyond the galactic rim. The chamber erupts in desperate chatter. Sarah stands slowly. Sarah. With respect, Admiral, I believe there's another option. The chamber falls silent. All eyes turn to the human. ZTHKR. Ambassador Chen, your species has been part of this council for only 50 years. You've never faced a galactic-class extinction event. Sarah. No, but we've faced extinction plenty of times. Usually we cause it ourselves. She walks to the center, her footsteps echoing. Sarah, Silentide. You say they consume energy. What if we gave them something else to chew on? VX. What could possibly? Sarah. Information. Pure, raw, chaotic information. The kind that crashes quantum computers and drives AI insane. ZTHKR's scales dim with confusion. ZTHKR. I don't understand. Sarah. Admiral, have you ever heard of a logic bomb? Cut to. Int. Earth Command Center, night. Banks of computers line the walls. General Marcus Wright, a grizzled veteran with cybernetic implants, paces before a massive screen showing tactical displays. Wright. Into calm. Sarah, please tell me you didn't just volunteer us for a suicide mission. Sarah, VO. Filtered. Not suicide, Marcus. Something much more human. The screen shows the approaching Void Devourer fleet, massive black ships that seem to bend light around them. Right. The Council's right. Conventional weapons are useless. These things eat plasma for breakfast and use antimatter as seasoning. Sarah, VO. That's why we're not using conventional weapons. We're using something they've never encountered before. Right. Which is? Sarah, VO. Human stupidity. At industrial scale. Cut to. Int. Research Facility, Deep Space Station Bravo. Dr. Elena Vasquez, a quantum physicist with wild hair and coffee-stained lab coat, works frantically at a holographic interface. Around her, other scientists prepare strange devices. Elena. Muttering. Recursive paradox generators, self-modifying meme clusters, weaponized rickrolls. She looks up as Sarah's hologram appears. Sarah. Elena, how's Project Sisyphus coming along? Elena. Beautifully insane. We've created a data package that contains every human logical fallacy, every contradiction we've ever believed, every impossible thing we've convinced ourselves was true. Sarah. And it'll crash their collective consciousness? Elena. Sarah, this thing contains flat Earth theory cross-referenced with quantum mechanics, and a proof that 1 equals 0 using Common Core math. If they try to process it, their minds won't just crash, they'll experience the digital equivalent of a stroke. Cut to EXT, space, Void Devourer fleet. The massive alien ships move through space like living shadows. They pulse with absorbed energy from destroyed worlds. Int. Void Devourer flagship, Nexus chamber. A vast chamber filled with swirling energy patterns. The hive mind speaks in overlapping voices that seem to come from everywhere. Hive mind. New prey approaches. Energy signatures, primitive. Carbon-based. We shall consume their essence and add their knowledge to our collective. Energy tendrils probe space, detecting the approaching human vessels. Hive mind, Scientific. Curious. They broadcast data at us. Perhaps they offer surrender terms. Cut to Int. Human command ship, bridge. A cramped, utilitarian bridge. Captain Rodriguez and her crew work at stations covered in warning lights. Rodriguez. All ships, this is Rodriguez. We're about to do something spectacularly stupid. Remember, the goal isn't to win, it's to confuse them long enough for the evacuation fleets to escape. She looks at her tactical officer. Rodriguez, Scientific. Lieutenant Park, begin transmission of package Alpha. Park. Ma'am, are you sure? This contains every conspiracy theory ever posted on the old internet, plus a few we made up this morning. Rodriguez. Do it. Cut to Int. Void Devourer flagship. The energy patterns suddenly become chaotic as they process the incoming data. Hive mind. What is this? They claim their planet is both spherical and flat simultaneously. They believe vaccines cause, and cure, the same diseases. The patterns flicker erratically. Hive mind, Scientific. They have documentation proving birds are not real, yet also proving birds are government surveillance devices. But if birds are not real, how can they surveil? Cut to Int. Human command ship. Park. Package Alpha transmitted. Initiating package Beta. Rodriguez. What's in Beta again? Park. Every flame war from every comment section, plus 20,000 hours of people arguing about pineapple on pizza. Rodriguez. God help us all. Cut to Int. Void Devourer flagship. The energy patterns are now violently fluctuating. The hive mind's voice becomes strained. Hive mind. They present evidence that their food debates are matters of life and death. Yet they continue consuming the disputed combinations. They argue with strangers about opinions they will never change, yet persist in the futile exercise. A harmonic screech fills the chamber. Hive mind, Scientific. This makes no sense. Why do they do this? Cut to Int. Galactic Council Station, Sarah's quarters. Sarah sits calmly, sipping tea while monitoring the battle on multiple screens. Right, VO. Filtered. Sarah, the Devourers formation is breaking up. Whatever you're doing, it's working. Sarah. We're not done yet. Elena, initiate package Gamma. Elena, VO. Filtered. Gamma. Sarah, that's the nuclear option. Sarah. What's the worst that could happen? Elena, VO. We could break their minds so completely they forget how to exist. Sarah. Send it. Cut to. Int. Void Devourer flagship. The energy patterns are now a complete maelstrom. The hive mind's voice fractures into multiple confused tones. Hive mind. Loading new data. Florida man arrests alligator for tax evasion while riding motorcycle through hurricane to attend ex-wife's wedding where he's ordained as minister by online degree obtained from commercial featuring talking cat. The patterns suddenly stop moving entirely. Hive mind, guaranteed. This actually happened. In reality? On their world? Long pause. Hive mind, guaranteed. How do they function as a species? Cut to ext space, Void Devourer fleet. The massive ships suddenly stop advancing. They begin to emit strange signals. Cut to. Int. Human command ship. Park. Captain. They're broadcasting back to us. Rodriguez. What are they saying? Park. It's a question. They're asking how humans manage to survive despite being completely illogical. Rodriguez stares at the screen in disbelief. Rodriguez. They want to understand us. Cut to. Int. Void Devourer flagship. The chaotic patterns have resolved into something resembling curiosity. Hive mind. Carbon-based entities called humans, you defy all logic. Yet you persist. You argue about trivial matters with the passion of warriors. You create art about your own demise and call it entertainment. You show kindness to enemies and cruelty to friends in the same day. Pause. Hive mind, guaranteed. We who consume order and logic, we do not understand chaos with purpose. We wish to study this phenomenon. We will spare your species if you will teach us. Cut to. Int. Galactic Council Chamber, 1 week later. The chamber is packed. The Void Devourers now have a delegation present, beings of pure energy contained in crystalline forms. ZTHKR. Let the record show that the Void Devourers have requested to join the Galactic Council as cultural observers, specifically to study human behavioral patterns. Sarah stands at the podium, looking slightly embarrassed. Sarah. We're honored by their interest, but I should warn everyone. We're about to teach beings of pure logic how to appreciate memes, understand sarcasm, and cope with the fact that we put pineapple on pizza unironically. The Void Devourer delegate's crystal form pulsates. Void Delegate. We are prepared for this challenge. We have been studying your internet archives. We have questions about something called cat videos and why they appear to be crucial to your civilization's development. Sarah exchanges a look with the other council members. Sarah. Oh, you sweet summer child. We're going to need a bigger briefing room. Narrator, VO. And so humanity once again proved that the universe's greatest weapon isn't always the biggest gun or the smartest strategy. Sometimes, it's the sheer, bewildering audacity of being perfectly, chaotically human. The camera pulls back from the station as various ships begin docking, including several Void Devourer vessels, now sporting small Earth flags alongside their energy signatures. Narrator, VO guaranteed. The Galactic Council would never be the same. Neither would the Void Devourers, who within 6 months would be posting philosophical discussions about breakfast cereals and developing their own conspiracy theories about why humans insist on putting milk before cereal. Final shot, a Void Devourer entity sitting in what appears to be a space cafe, trying to understand a menu while a human patiently explains why everything bagel doesn't actually contain everything. Narrator, VO guaranteed. As for humanity, they did what they always do when faced with cosmic horror, they made friends with it, taught it dad jokes, and somehow convinced it to help with the dishes. Fade out.